means that they could not be divided into three smaller parts. Atoms of an element are all identical to each other and different from the atoms of other elements. Atoms are too small to be seen with naked eye. Scientists relied on indirect evidence to prove the existence of atoms since they could not see the atom. They could find its properties on the basis of experiments. Very soon they realized that atoms could play out large charges. During electrolysis experiments,
Michael Faraday
Michael Faraday discovered the presence of charged particles.
discovered that.
Discovered irregular Michael Faraday's discovery raised few questions about the indivisibility of atoms. How could a neutral atom become electrically charged? It is a contradiction to Dalton's theory that the atom was indivisible. This led to an idea that there must exist some tiny particles in atom, which are responsible for atom to behave sometimes as a charged particle. As atom is considered electrically neutral, it probably had some positive constituents and equal.
Stop. Vijayalakshmi, get up. Start.
Had some positive constituents number of metal is eliminated. Immediately this gave specifically about subatomic particles,
Loud.
subatomic particles inside. Theories then scientists discovered new phase and no sometimes can identify or
Model must be.
Model must be shaded as no information is gathered.
Dalton.
Dalton proposed that atom cloud not be
Good. Not old. Old. Evidence began.
To show that atoms are divisibly and are made up of small particles. Since these particles are small, then the atoms are present inside an atoms. They are called subatomic particles.
Stop. Get up.
Since atoms are neutral, they should have at least two types of subatomic particles. One is positively charged and another is negatively charged. In fact, three different subatomic particles were discovered. Let us see how ideas about atoms have changed over the time with the discovery of subatomic particles. Electrons, protons and neutrons. You read about Faraday's electrolysis experiments earlier. Other experiments on gases were carried out in the latter part of 19th century. Scientists studied the effects of applying electric current to gases at low pressure by using discharge tubes. Other scientists did similar experiments in vacuum tubes. In 1897, the British physicist Joseph John Thomson demonstrated on the basis of these experiments that negatively charged particles are present in the atom. Initially, Thomson thought that the negative particles would be different from each element. But after carrying out experiments with many different materials, he found that the negatively charged particles from all the materials were always identical. He concluded that same type of negatively charged particles are present in the atoms of all the elements, these particles had a very small mass and no called electrons.
Sit. Rakesh.
Electrons were the first
Subatomic.
atomic particles discovered and
Studied.
studied on electrons in
Represented. Represented.
as the mass of an electron is considered to be
Negligible.
negligible and its charge
Is
is
considered.
considered as to be one unit negative. The atom must also not the same contain some positively charged particles so that the overall charge on it becomes neutral. This atomic particles would have a charge that balances the charge of the electron. This atomic particles was named as proton in 1930. Its mass was
Experimentally or
approximately
approximately
1836 times greater than that of the electron.
sit. Amrita,
It is represented as frequency and its charge is taken as 1 unit positive. In 1932, James Chadwick discovered another subatomic particle which had no charge and had a mass nearly equal to of a proton. It was eventually named as neutron. In general, a neutron is represented as n. From this discussion, we can conclude that atoms are made up of small particles called protons, neutrons, and electrons. Each of these particles is described in terms of measurable properties like mass and charge. The proton and electron have equal but opposite electrical charges. A neutron has no electrical charge. The mass of the electron is about 1 by 1836 that of a proton. If an atom consists of subatomic particles like protons, neutrons, and electrons, how are they arranged in the atom? Let us find out the structure of an atom. Sketch the structure of an atom as you sketch the structure of atom as you imagine. You learn about electron, proton, and neutron. Suppose you want to arrange them in an atom. How do you do it? Many arrangements are possible. Think that atom looks like a ring. You can arrange the particles in alternating rows. Can you draw it and show how it will look? Imagine and draw another arrangement of subatomic particles inside a spherical shape, keeping in view the nature of subatomic particles. In how many ways can you arrange these subatomic particles in a spherical shape? Discuss with your friends and try to prepare a model to show various ways of arranging the subatomic particles in the atom. To understand the structure of an atom, scientists develop different atomic models.
Atomic model of the atom. This atomic model is proposed by J.J. Thomson in 1898. This model was commonly called the Pompuy model, referring to the way the fruit is and distributed throughout the Pompuy. According to this model, an atom is considered to be a pair of uniform positive charge, and electrons are embodied in it, as shown in figure 2 here. The mass of an atom is considered to be uniformly distributed throughout the atom. The negative and the positive charges are supposed to balance out, and the atom as we all be electrically neutral. A more familiar example that represents Thomson atomic model is water melon. Figure 2b. The positive charge is spread throughout the atom like the red part of watermelon. The galaxies are distributed throughout the red spot represented Thomson model was developed by one of his students. What is the reason for its model? The reason was some of the experiments carried out by Rutherford. A student of Thomson gave results which were not inferior of Thomson model. Rutherford particle
Alpha.
Rutherford alpha particle catalytic experiment.
Ernest Rutherford.
Ernest Rutherford was scientist born in New Zealand in 1909. He did some experiments using gold or 9 alpha particles. Alpha particles consist of two protons and two neutrons bound together since they do not have any electrons. They are positive charges with 2 units of charge. Let us see the experimental setup and understand Rutherford experiment. This is source of the fast. There is a source of the fast moving alpha particles which have a considerable amount of energy. The stream of alpha particles directed towards a very thin gold spot. The gold spot has placed inside a reactor in such a way that its detector would show a flash of light when an alpha particle hits a figure 3. The entire arrangement was kept in a vacuum chamber. Think of Thomson model of an atom with the alpha particle with the foil. Rutherford expected that they all would be reflected by a positive charge spread evenly throughout the golden atom.
But it was found that most of the alpha particles passed straight through the atom without any deflection. Some particles deflected in small angles. Only very few particles were deflected through large angles, and a very small number of particles were deflected right back as shown in the figure 4. Let us try to understand the results of Rutherford's experiments. Suppose you throw a small stone at a solid wall in a horizontal direction. It will not go through, but if you throw stones through a fence of considerably big gaps, lots of them could pass through the gaps. Thomson's model was assumed that the positive charge was uniformly distributed throughout the atom, and it was accepted that all the alpha particles could be deflected. Since the alpha particles are very big, the deflection was accepted through small angles. But Rutherford found that most of the particles passed through the gold foil like stones thrown to a fence of big gaps. As mentioned in the above example, this led Rutherford to think about new atomic model. Rutherford concluded from the alpha particle scattering experiment that most of the space inside the atom is empty because most of the alpha particles pass through the gold foil as shown in figure 4. A very small fraction of alpha particles that were deflected right back indicated that they had maybe a very large positive charge and mass which repelled the charge on the alpha particles. So all the positive charge must be concentrated in a very small space within the atom. On the basis of this experiment Rutherford put forward the nuclear model of an atom which had the following features. As shown in the figure 4, all the positively charged particles in an atom form a small dense center called the nucleus of the atom. The electrons were not a part of nucleus. He also proposed that the negatively charged electrons revolve around the nucleus in well-defined orbits. Rutherford's model is sometimes referred to as the planetary modal because the motion of the electrons around the nucleus resembles the motion of the planet around the sun. The size of the nucleus is very small as compared to the size of the atom. Try to sketch Rutherford's model of the atom.
Get up.
Imitations of Rutherford's atomic model. Did you observe any defect with Rutherford's model of the atom? Think of an atom like hydrogen with one electron and one proton. The electron is attracted by the proton in the nucleus. Even in circular motion around the nucleus, the electron should have an acceleration. An accelerated charged particles moving in a circular path would always radiate energy continuously. Thus, the revolving electron would lose energy continuously and be directed towards the positively charged nucleus as shown in figure 5 and eventually crash into the nucleus. If this is true, the atom would become highly unstable and the matter would not exist in the form of